Welcome to part 3 of this series. Here is what we have left off from part 2. Let's add signals to the student object. First, I'm going to clean up and clear our workspace by closing this, and should be fine. Let me go here. Let me clean up this print statement. And in here, let's go up here. I'm going to clear this out as well. Okay, let's save and save here too. And let me run it again to see if it still works. Okay, it's working. Okay, so it is working now. Go to example student.c and we are going to create enum for the signal. So I'm going to put it here. Enum. Let's call it signal name change. So this signal is for name change, and the last one, call it last signal. And now we can create an array to keep our signal. It's an array of unsigned in signal. I want it to be last signal. G unsigned int. Let's go and define our signal. Let's go down to class init function and put it here. Signal. It's called signal name change equal G signal new. Okay, the first argument is the name of that signal. I'm going to call it change. And the second one is the tab. So we're gonna use G tab from class. So I'm gonna use our class parameter, and the third one it's gonna be flag. So let's see what is this flag has. Let's see what do they give us the option. Let's see here. Okay, they has signal flag here. Go here, so it has run first, run last. It doesn't matter for us, so I'm going to use run first. So the third signal paste here, and the third one is class offset. We don't have it, we put 0, and G signal accumulator. So we're not using this either, so we can just put null. And the accumulate data, we also put null. And the G signal C marshaller, we don't use it either, so just put null. And the return tab, we don't have it, so G tab none. I'm gonna use G tab none. And number of parameter, it's gonna be 0, and then we put null at the end. Now we define our first signal. So I'm going to emit this signal when there is name change. I'm going to put it in set properties. So I'm going to call it from here. So whenever there's a name change, we emit that signal. So we use G signal emit. What does this get? It's one the instant, so we can use self, and the G signal, which is our signal that we define, is the one that we call signal name change, and we're gonna put 0 here. Okay, so now that's it. So we're going to go to main.c to see if we can call that signal. So first we need to connect to that signal. So in order to connect to it, we use G signal connect. So here we need instant. So here we use gen, and the second parameter is the detail. So detail we're gonna call just callback function. I'm gonna call it CB, and the last parameter we don't have it, gonna put none. So here we don't have this function defined yet. We are going to define it. So we are going to the top and we define it here. Just void CB, and then this will take one parameter called example student called self here. So let me compile first to see if it works. Ninja, it seems we get an error here. What is the error say? G signal undeclared. G signal connect and declare. Okay, so let's see. Instant signal handler. Okay, I see. So we need a signal name here. What is the name of this signal that we call it? We call it change. Oh, no, not here, sorry. So it's in here. So we are going to call it change no. Okay, so we should be fine now. Let's compile it again. Okay, so we need to use G callback to cast this function G callback. Okay, so now let's try it again. It's good now. Let's run it. Student name is Jane, but we don't know if it is called this function or not. Let's print it here. Let's say G print my name in callback is, let's use this one and put and line and use, I'm going to get that name first. Let's see, character name equal null. So we want to get name from example student self. Use GObject get self. What do we want from here? We want name, and we want to put it in here. and here I'm going to say name. Okay, let's try to compile it again. Ninja, and run it. Student. So we can see that my name in callback is Jane because we set it to Jane, and then it called our function callback, and it's called in here name change to Jane. Let's see if we can try again to set. I'm going to remove this line. I'm going to set it again to see if it called it again.